Touching what that was. What is this again? Cleaner. What chemical is that?
Cleaner.
Cleaner. Green can. New rag. Must be special. It's cold, isn't it? Clean now.
Here's the
Does the sweater help too?
I think so.
All adds up.
Yeah.
Not the bare hand though. Alright. Nice and clean. Maybe. Cleaner. Okay, where's those pistons at? That's not a Harley clip. Waistco. That doesn't belong in the piston. We already honed these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where's all the clips?
Yeah. We lost one, remember, up back. The floor.
Is there any in this one?
Yeah.
Resembles that.
We just lost the one that flew off in the back.
That one. Okay, how these look? That one's flat. That one's flat. That one's not quite as flat. See how it builds up?
Mm-hmm.
This one's used. Yeah, the pinch, that's reusable. It's getting damaged. It's buckled. When they're buckled, they're not as good. Now, if you're going to reuse this, you've got a side that's been worn and a side that's not been worn. So you want to put the side that's worn not against this. Put that against the piston. Or you can put all new ones in. That's up to you. So Harley ones are about 59, 60 up to 63. S&S tends to be around 59, 60. Harleys should be around 62, 63 thou. The old Wiseco's were 49, 50 thou thick. They don't mix very well. You could probably put a 63 thou one into a 60 thou groove, but you can't put a into a 50 thou groove, it won't work. Let's put a 50 thou circlip in a 60 thou groove, it just kind of walks in there, doesn't do anything. No, what do you see? They're evil, aren't they? Okay. So see the different size?
Mm-hmm.
So that looked kind of suspicious, like it might not be the right size. So it's considerably bigger. It's a lot different. It's a lot more compression to put that in than that. That's a lot of difference. So did that manufacturer make their stuff wrong? Which is quite possible. Slightly smaller, but not much, but this caliper's worn, so take that caliper with a grain of salt and accuracy. Okay, what's the arrow for?
Face front.
That means it goes this way.
Mm-hmm.
So if this will fit in here, we're going to use it. If it doesn't fit in there, we're not. Ugh, doesn't fit very well. Give me my big screwdriver. One of them by the front wheel. Pretty sure it's not going to fit very well right now. See how tight they are right now?
Mm-hmm.
They're already bottomed out. So my guess is these are made wrong. Be my guess. So now we go investigate. See what else we got. See if we got any evil stuff in this container. Doesn't appear we have Evo parts in this container. This is the correct number here though. Oh, there we go. Those look much better. So, 3 different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
These are too big to go in the piston. They might go in, but they're way too big. These are collapsed, lost some tension. That's why you're not supposed to reuse them. So see a different size on those.
Mm-hmm.
See about 30 thou on each side you lost. That's why you're not supposed to reuse them. They get collapsed. They can come out then. But if you're in a pinch, slightly smaller clip or nothing is better than nothing. You being a big spender and all, we're going to put new ones in there. But not those. Those suck. So these need to be marked as being inferior product. So these might have worked on some brand X piston that we don't have anymore. These are genuine Harley pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Or they've always been wrong. These are Gary Bain parts. American made. Made in America. Just because they're made in America, I mean they're good.
Or correct.
Big
Gary.
OD. Big OD. Okay. Now we don't throw them away because we might need that someday. For now, they suck. We're not using them. Alright. For our piston. Now we're going to go to these ones. Let's see if these fit better. So you just kind of squeeze them in like that. Rotate slightly. Notice how they're not touching each other now? There's room for them. That's a good sign. So you got to get this to start in there a little bit. So you get the titties in there. And then you come up to this other side. And bring them up like that. And see how it popped in? Then you look up to make sure it's in all the way. I always like trying to slide them. By hitting on the end of it there. That one will not slide. And you put your pin in there and make sure it's in there good. It'll have a nice hit like that. Comes in all the way. Here, that's a good solid hit. That's what you ah, that was solid on my foot. Did you hear that too? It's dirty now. Good as new. These will keep over there. Extra. Next time, in case you need them.
Exactly.
Okay, so arrow goes that way again. So I'll put these back in. Now do not ever twist the snap ring like a lot of people do. That goes for spiral locks and anything other too. Everybody likes to do that because it makes it easy to put in. It destroys the clip when you do it that way. Don't do that. They also make fancy tools that collapse these things also. This makes things a little easier. Now if you want to go in here and gouge the piston, because that's pretty far down, you take this little thing right here. Whoa, what's that new noise? Oh, it's in all the way now. Jeez. Amazing how that works. Doesn't move either. It's in there good. Yep, sounds good. Sounds and looks good. That's a good sign. Okay, where's your new rings? Here's some Wisco clips here. They make these in different sizes. Hastings, that's the number right there. Harley. I wasn't sure what he had in the bike before, so we got the old rings right here. Except for the broken ones missing.
It's in over there.
You can see how these are all straight cast iron rings. You can see the different grayishness in the middle here. That's moly. So you know this is a moly top ring. Now if you had four of them look like this, it'd be cast rings. Hastings rings always has this style of a spacer. So whenever you see the spacer, it's Hastings. It's their design. Hastings has this name on their stuff. So. See how it looks vaguely familiar, that other one that was in there? These are your oil rings. So I'm going to check our ring gaps. You can use this as a tool. You have a gap in there?
Slightly.
On both?
Good.
So you can do two at a time, you put them near each other, see. Good. How much gap did you have?
5/10 hour.
Enough. You have more than that. So see how these are all straight black? That's cast. See how these are shiny in the middle? That's moly. If there's no markings, it goes on any direction on instantly. If you have markings, then markings go up. Now, I don't see the marking, but I know it's here. There it is. You can take your spit a little finger. It highlights the marks. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Water helps. Marks go up. This ring, if you look at it, it's not square. See, it's got a cutout right here. Chamfer.
Mm-hmm.
That makes the ring bow, because it'll have less spring tension here than this side, so it'll curve. It's just a wiper ring. It's made to wipe. It curves. It's like a wiper going down and with an edge on it.
Mm-hmm.
Squeegees the oil off the cylinder face. This one's a square cut ring, so it opens up equally. No bending. This also is barrel faced, so it's made to go flex because it's a top ring. These sometimes these are even tapered cut on the surface here, on top of the bow. They also have a taper cut, a back cut,
Mm-hmm.
to make it dig in real good. So it'll be like this with a good sharp edge going down to squeegee. So that's the differences. Now, second rings, you want to run a couple thou more gap than the top ring. Definitely not tighter. So being a big ass motor, it needs at least about 15, 16 thou clearance. It happens to be what that is. See how it goes right in there?
Mm-hmm.
It's loose. It's bigger than that. Good. We end up clean. Or you just look at it and go, oh yeah, there's a gap. You can also take your gapping tool. You go like that. See how it goes in there?
Mm-hmm.
Got enough gap. Use what you got laying around.
Exactly.
You have to have fingernails to do these tests. See the gap?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to look at it to see how tight that is?
No.
Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't have to worry about that gap. Square it up. You want to check that when you're good with it?
Looks good.
So we check it. Good clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Double check it. Got clearance. Now if you use a toenail, it might be bigger, so it might not work. See the gap?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's good. Here's your old rings. I can even mix those up for you. Top ring. Second ring. Oil ring. Oil ring. Second ring. How come we're missing a top ring?
Get it.
Because it's broken. I can also take your two good clips. Those are the new ones. You can take your new clips here, the old ones, you can stick them in there also. So that was why the motor ran so great. See, you didn't even know you had a problem with the motor running bad. So I'll guarantee that was a loss of power. So there's 2 of your 3 clips in there now. So let me find the other clip and put it in there.
The other
Now-
clip under the possible shot back somewhere.
So now, no, I only got 2 in there, there's another one in there somewhere.
Alright.
So now these are backup rings in case you break something down the road and you need a quickie fix. You have some rings.
Mm-hmm.
These you have to put down bad or used, so you don't sell them for new. Like some people have done. I've seen that before. Alright, so there you go. That's how you do that. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.